and bring these people on in here. Let me see. Let me see if I can put some Christmas music on today. Charlie Brown is my favorite one. There we go. Charlie Brown Christmas. There we go. Let me see. There it is. There we go. My favorite Christmas song ever. What's up, everybody? Hello, Kitty. My main man, Will. Sag season, y'all. That's right. Sag season. Y'all better get it right. What's up, Jessica, Raven, beautiful one, Gail, Larissa. I'm doing great. How you doing? Nicole's perspective. What's happening? What's up, drummer boy? You know I'm a drummer? I'm a drummer myself. Yes, indeed. Rhonda. What's happening? Ellie B. How you feel? Tracy Smalls. Talk to him, Tracy. Dawn Osmond. You related to Donnie Marie Osmond? Woo, I wonder, are you? There you go. What's up, Ellen? Yeah, Christina. Larissa, Tiffany, Miss Cooks or Chooks. Hey, Bianca. Tanya. Wayne. What's happening? Hey, Raven. A bass player? I want to play the bass, though. I do. What's up, Kayla? And Dawn. Christina. Tracy. What's up, Tracy? Tracy, I got an author in the house tonight. I got another author in the house tonight. Nicole. How you doing tonight, Nicole? Getting it started early. Go ahead with your bad self. What's up, Shamika? And Miss Lady Coco. Hey, Miss K. W and STR. Go ahead. What's up, Reed? What's going on? Slim 31. What's good? Ellie B. So you never heard that name before? Mario. No, that's actually not my name. That's something my friends call me. So I just adopted it and took it over there. My dad's name is actually Harry. That's my actual name is Harry. What's happening, Miss Jones? Gail Fletcher. Give it to him. My man, Sean up in the house. What's up, Sean? Sean, how you feel, man? I appreciate you, boss. I appreciate you, Dog Pound. From Seattle. Knock free for 12 days, y'all. Sean, you were supposed to check in on the 28th of last month because Saturday is the 28th where we have finished with the first 30-day no-knock challenge. So we got a new one coming up Saturday. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Woo, you're going to love it. What's up, Marcus? What's happening, Marcus? Say, we popping. Hey, Rick, you over there in Australia? Look here. Say something in Australia. I know that was crazy, right? That was crazy. What part of Australia? What neighborhood in Australia? Okay. What's up, Nikki Love? Hey, Sean, I'm glad to see that, man. Ephesia. Hey, what's happening, Tiffany? Craig, what's happening, Craig? What's up with you? Hey, Charlotte. Is that Shy? Go ahead. That's right. You got to stay on it. What's up, Danny? Danny Faith and Shemaya. Go ahead, Bianca. That's right. That's right, Bianca. You got to come in this room. You got to come with it. You dig? Valerie, what's up? It's coming up Wednesday. Is the G Day. That's right. Wednesday, my birthday. We're doing a birthday party. Listen, I'm having a birthday party for myself right here on Wednesday. We're going to dance. We're going to party, man. We're going to kick it. It's going to be a party for me, y'all. It's a party. Hey, it's for me. I want y'all dressed nice and everything. That's right. I'm going to serve virtual drinks. How y'all like that? Delivered Soul. What's up, Delivered Soul? And Wanda. Everybody come on up in here. I got a special show tonight. I got another guest for y'all tonight. You know, excuse me. And because you know what? Because y'all, I don't really talk about relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what I do. Y'all know what I do. But I know somebody that does. Whoo! And it's a female, right? She has a show. This is a female author, all right? She's an author, all right? She's an accomplished author. And when y'all go to her Facebook page, y'all gonna see she knows a lot of very famous people. And she does business with a lot of famous people. You know, she's just in that set, if you will. This is her book. Just One Thing. Just One Thing. And she happens to be a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I like to support my friends. They support me. That's what we do. I say, look here, I'll bring you on the show. We talk about narcs. We talk about how to get beyond this craziness out here. What's up, Molly? And we also talk about self-love. Now, her show is not just for the ladies, but ladies, y'all gonna love her show because she brings a lot of famous faces together and definitely gonna be people that you know and have seen. Also, you know, they are men, okay? And they're having candid, uncut conversations about, you know, everything you ever wanted to know that was inside of a man's mind. That's what they talk about. I'm gonna bring her on here for y'all. You dig? Tiffany, is that you, Tiffany? I appreciate you. I thank you. Tejvana. Woo, Tejvana. See, you started that name because you wanted somebody to be tongue-tied. What's up, Linda Sharp? Yeah, y'all better hit that like button. Y'all better stop playing. Get in there, hit that like button. Yeah, all right, so look, I just talked about my girl Shawtown. I'm about to bring her on in here with y'all. So I want y'all to show her a little love. She is an author. She has a Facebook show. She is incredible. She got a big, pretty smile. Here she is.
Hey, y'all. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? I heard Ariel talking about my book and my new show. It's called It Is What It Is, How Men Think, Getting Inside the Mind of a Man. I ask them all the questions that need to be asked, from trust factors, why men lie, do men lie, double standards. relationship stuff that need to be asked, that need to be talked about. Sometimes people say men don't talk. Oh, yes, they do on my show. So we get into it for over an hour every week. And so we talk about the narratives in society, why women don't feel protected, why men aren't upholding their side, how they feel about those narratives. We talk about, is monogamy even real? You know, because I mean, we talk about infidelity. We talk about why that's a trigger for women and why men think there's a double standard where they don't have to uphold their end. And so I ask the questions from the people you know. So everybody on my show are men that you want to hear from, men that you admire, men that you pay to see. I ask them the real questions. They're not celebrities on my show. They are real men while they're with me for an hour. So we go in. And so every Tuesday, on Facebook Live, go to Chartown Entertainment. I think my name is somewhere, but Chartown Entertainment is my YouTube page. I'm just starting that up, so please subscribe because we're going to start going live on YouTube so we can catch everybody. But every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5 p.m. Pacific, we go live on Facebook, and it is what it is, how men think, uncut. And so I did it because I think sometimes when the questions get asked, they get intercepted. I wanted people to be able to hear them clearly what they're saying. I wanted there to be no interruptions as I ask what people really want to know.
Well, wow. What an introduction. What's up, Danny? What's up, Bradley? And Nikki Love. Listen, Char.
Yes.
All right, first of all, you got the men over there spilling their guts. Why ain't no women over there spilling their guts?
Because I'm a woman. I already know what women think.
Okay. Okay.
I've been doing that all my life. But it's the men that women say they don't talk. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know why he did that. You know, and it feeds into the thing that you are addressing with your audience. You know, because there's a lot of things happen in relationships that are hurtful, people blaming other people not taking responsibility for their own actions. And so those dialogues need to happen, and you need to hear what they're thinking and how they really feel uncut. And I know it's my niche because men talk candidly anyway. Most of my clients are men. So this is 25 years in entertainment for me. So I've had a lot of conversations over the last 25 years. And so I brought it live. And so I'm just thankful that they are as candid live as they are with me backstage when we just talking and, you know, talking about life. And so I bring that to the public.
So, well, tell me this then. So what is the strangest thing that you have found out about men that you did not know before you started the show?
That they admit that they are liars. That blew me away. I didn't know what they were going to say. When I said, do men lie or do women hear what they want to hear? They're like, we're liars. So, I wasn't expecting that, but they kept it 100.
Not expecting either.
And they were saying that sometimes it's circumstantial, sometimes they're afraid of the outcome, sometimes they want what they want. So they say what you want to hear. But if they don't have anything on the table, if there's nothing threatening going on, then typically they'll tell the truth. They'll go ahead and put it out there. But sometimes I think the disconnect we've discovered in our discussions is that sometimes a man will say, I don't want a relationship. And somehow a woman hears 6 months. And so there's a disconnect there somewhere, because if she really likes him, she has kept hope alive that he didn't mean that. And so I told them, I said, the disconnect is when you sleep with them. So when you sleep with the woman, that gets confusing to them. So if you tell him you don't want a relationship, then y'all sleep together. In a man's mind, he just slept with his friend. In a woman's mind, we doing relationship stuff. So we talk about that on the show. And then I asked them, I said, sometimes women feel like they enter a relationship too soon. They give up the sex too soon. And so I said, well, if they give up the sex too soon, how do they know when you and the man are on the same page? So the men told me that it's chemistry. It's just when you feel it's organic, when you feel like it's right, that's when you do it. I said, but when you have all this organic chemistry and everything, sometimes it skeets right out of you. And so how does a woman know that it's not going to skeet right out of you, and now you're a different person after you hit. So we talk about it all on my show. It is what it is, uncut, how men think. So I ask the questions that sometimes women don't feel comfortable asking when they got a crush on a man or when they really want a relationship. They might not want to ask, but I'm going to ask.
Hey, Char, listen. You're gonna have to keep telling them your the name of your entertainment page. I cannot pin it. I've been trying, y'all.
Okay, it is Chartown Entertainment. And you, CHAR-TOWN Entertainment. And the actual page is, I think, CREIGN, CREIGN 614. So either one of those, if you do a search for either one of those, it should take you to my public page, Chartown Entertainment.
Okay.
I'm talking about on YouTube now, on YouTube. But it's also Chartown Entertainment on Facebook, all mediums. It's Chartown, yes, all mediums.
Look it up on either page. They got
it. So if you do Chartown ENT or Chartown Entertainment, you will find my pages. And so on YouTube, it's Chartown Entertainment.
There you go.
Or you can just look up the base name, which is CREIGN, CREIGN 614. If you can't find Chartown Entertainment.
Hey, Char, go in the chat. Go in the chat. And
okay, let me see. This is new for me. So, okay. So if I go over here.
Yeah, Tara just put you in it. Is that how you do it? It's close to that. But go in the chat. Yeah, just post it up in the chat. Absolutely. And hey, y'all, I'm actually going to be on our show, I think, in January sometime. So, yeah.
I am trying to do this chat thing. It won't let me.
You just go on to the YouTube page. Go on your cell phone. Do it on your cell phone.
Do it on my cell phone. Okay. Go to your YouTube page.
There you go. Go to the
got you.
Go to the live stream. And
y'all be patient with me. YouTube is new for me. I'm doing my thing on Facebook, but YouTube is new for me. So y'all be patient with me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, y'all. She got a show out there that I actually watch from beginning to end. And I'm sitting in there like, wow. You know, and it's all fellas just in there, they talking and just being open. And that's something that I've never seen on anybody's show yet. You know, usually you'll see a group of women speaking candidly about, you know, how women feel, relationships, whatever. But, and this is, I don't think, Char, it's not necessarily about relationships, right? It's more just about how men think.
It's what they think about life, love, relationships, and everything in between. I'll ask everything from how it feels to be a man in America right now. And sometimes I'll get specific, a black man in America, especially after the recent election. It just depends on who my guests are. And so it's just geared to how men think universally. So I'll have anybody on, but they're all recognizable. They're all named people. I have multi-platinum producers, no comedians. I have actors. This week coming up, I have talent from New York. Yes, huh?
Who you got coming up for tomorrow?
I have talent. James Talent Harris, New York King of Comedy. Mark Vieira, New York King of Comedy and multi-platinum producer. Herb Middleton. Mary J. Blige, Usher, Brownstone, Bobby Brown, even back to the notorious B.I.G. He's been in the industry for 30 years. They will be on tomorrow night. The following week, I have Raheem Devon will be in the building talking love, life, relationships, and everything I want to know. So tune in on December 1st. Raheem Devon will be my guest.
Woo! You're going all the way in, Char.
I haven't dug into my wheelhouse yet. I got 4,000 numbers. So we're going to bring them out. We bringing them out. I know more men than the law should allow. We bringing them out. And we're going to talk about it all.
Do we got any narcs on there?
You know what? That conversation came up remotely, and I was like, I think I'm going to need Harry to come over here and handle this. So I'm going to make sure that we have some discussion points for you when you come on, and we're going to turn it up.
All the way up.
I mean, but how could I work in entertainment for 25 years and not know some narcissists?
That's not possible. Not to be
I
in.
mean, I work with everybody. I've worked with over 150 comedians, launched over 150 careers, multi-platinum producers. I worked with the Mayweathers for 7 years. How could I not know somebody in the camp? You know, not necessarily them, but somebody in the camp gotta have some issues. So, you know what I mean? So it's like,
That is no question.
because it's unnatural. One thing I learned when I first started in entertainment, that it's unnatural to really seek the adoration of people you don't know for your livelihood. Like your whole existence exists on people that you don't know accepting whatever you give them. You understand what I mean? That's a whole different mindset. You know what I mean? So yeah, there has to be a level of, you know, that in there somewhere. There's some really nice people, but there's some egos and there's some, you know, people who don't want to quite take accountability for what they're doing in there too.
And that's how, yeah, that's going to happen. I mean, if you in the entertainment business on some level, that's going to be all in there. That's going to be all in there, you know. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, today, this was on my mind, you know, as we, you know, kind of go into it. Something, a lot of people have been reaching out to me about just being in this thing, being in something long term, and not being able to just get over the hump. You know what I mean? Not being able to see beyond, you know, like, wow, when is this going to stop? When am I going to feel better? How do I, you know, how do I balance this out? And, you know, when does it stop? And I think for everybody, that's going to be a different answer. But the one thing that I do know for sure, I can tell you how I did it, and I can help you duplicate what I did. You know what I'm saying? For everybody, you're going to hear the call differently at a different time. You're going to hear about, I mean, I talk to people that are currently seeing a doctor.
They said, be nice to me, Harriet.
I always like that everybody who come on here with me.
I think I figured out how to put my YouTube information in here to subscribe. So I'm going to tag that a couple of times every few minutes so you can go to my YouTube page. I'm just starting my YouTube page, so I would love some subscribers.
There you go. There you go. Talk to them, let them know. But what I was getting at was a lot of people that are in this room, we are focused on getting better. It's just with self. So I think, you know, definitely they're going to appreciate what you are bringing to the table, you know. And again, this is all about information. It's all about getting having an understanding, having good understanding about, you know, where we're going. Like right now, everybody was stuck in this pandemic, and we got to figure this thing out. You know, everybody, and I hope don't nobody get upset about this, but everybody's wondering when are things going to get back to normal, right?
Yeah.
So my question was, not only are things normal, but when have things ever changed to one thing and then went back to what it was?
I don't know if it goes back to what it was, but I do think that this is a time for people to be more creative than ever. Anything you've been putting off, anything you've been afraid to try, you got time now. And so use that. I mean, I see every obstacle as a blessing. You know, like I said, it's been 25 years in entertainment for me. I started off as a professional engineer, and on a leap of faith, like I had this epiphany to go into entertainment, leave my 6-figure job and go into entertainment. And the doors started to open simply because I took that leap. And I believe with my whole soul, that's where I was destined to be. I didn't even know anybody in entertainment. That's the kicker. And that was a horrible epiphany, really. But the relationship started to open because my heart was open to whatever's new, to whatever was happening. And so now looking back 25 years later, immeasurable relationships. I'm an author. We have a 501c3. We help kids, who want to go into entertainment and the arts. I launch careers. I help, the people you all love to pay to see. And so it's been a blessing. I never saw that coming, but it's because my back was against the wall. I was like, I don't think I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so you take that leap into something that you believe in your heart you can do, and nothing is impossible. And I would say that this is a blessing, really. Being locked down, being in a situation that's uncomfortable. You can't achieve the unthinkable unless you get uncomfortable.
Ooh, I'm using that because.
And so you can't do the supernatural and still be in the regular.
Right.
So there's nothing regular about my life. There's nothing regular about my existence. Not because I'm better than anyone. It's because I believe that I'm supposed to be doing something. You can't innovate and stay the same. You can't innovate and be safe. You can't innovate and be comfortable. You got to get out of that. So anytime your back is against the wall, anytime it's like all hell is breaking loose, it's a time for you to bust out and do something you always wanted to do. It's time for you to try something you never tried. Even if it is getting out of a relationship first, because anything holding you back ain't lifting you up.
Whoa. Can you say that for the people in the back?
Anything holding you back ain't lifting you up. So sometimes you got to look at your surroundings and see what's going on. And if it's time to make a change, make that change and take that leap of faith.
Got to.
And so look at the pandemic as a blessing personally, not the loss of lives, not the sickness, because I've lost 5 people I know who were close to me during the pandemic. That part is not a blessing. But the fact that it's scary as hell, that your back is against the wall, that you don't know whether you're coming or going, that's time for you to bust out and try something new. Try something you never tried before, because you can't get more scared than you already are. You might as well do something. Take a risk.
Whew, people, are y'all hearing that? Because that everything she's saying applies to how you get out of this entanglement with the narc that you're dealing with. You got to do something different. You got to try something new. Right now is your time. Right now is the time to do something different because your circumstances have changed.
The reality, Harry, you can't do something for somebody else until you do something for yourself. And nobody's going to love you. Some people say, he loves me for me, or she loves me for me. Nobody can love you for you. And I had to learn that. You got to love you. And once you love you and you jump out and start taking those risks and you start doing stuff and creating and being who you need to be, that love you want is going to come to you. You're not going to have to look for it. You're not going to have to sacrifice to get it. They're going to find you. And so, and that's a beautiful thing about my show. It is what it is. How Men Think, Uncut, is that the men thank me for the conversation. Now, who thought to invite men who are famous, who grace stages all over the world for a living, and say, let's sit down and have a candid talk about life? And they said, man, I've been waiting to have this conversation my whole life. Because there's nothing threatening about sitting down talking to me. There's nothing threatening about keeping it real with me. So therefore, everybody benefits. And so that's the beautiful part. That's the unexpected part, that there's no celebrity. They are celebrities, but there's no celebrity when they sit down with me. It's just men keeping it real. And so that's Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. Soon as you all help me get my subscribers up, we're going to be live on YouTube. So go every few minutes, I'm tapping in my page. How to connect with me on YouTube and subscribe. So I'm brand new to YouTube. So y'all please welcome me and subscribe to my page so I can start going live and share with even more people. But right now, Facebook, Chartown ENT, Chartown Entertainment, any of those, you will find me. Okay?
There you go. Hey, y'all. There you have it. There you have it. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Naranga. Thank you, love. I can see the comments now. I couldn't see them before. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate it. You are so sweet. Thank you all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a room full of incredible people. This is a room full of love and happiness. We come here to be happy. You did? And learn.
Life is too short. I learned when I was young, you only get a dash, that little dash between when you're born and when you die. What you do with that dash is up to you. So you need to maximize it because nothing is promised. I lost somebody close to me 3 weeks ago, 40 years old, dropped. They told her she was fine. She wasn't fine. She left 3 kids. You only get a dash. So do what you need to do in that dash. Don't let fear stop you. Fear, first of all, it's natural to have fear. Everybody has fear. Just don't be afraid because afraid stops you from moving. You can be fearful and keep moving forward. You know what I mean? So don't let it immobilize you. Don't be afraid. You can have fear, but don't be afraid.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Fear you can conquer. Just keep moving. The fear will lessen. Just keep moving. But don't be afraid because you're going to be standing still.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't let it paralyze you. Just
Hey.
keep moving through the fear. If you push through that fear, miracles happen.
Hey.
And that's even leaving a relationship or finding someone who's meant for you. Like I said, you're not going to have to find them. Just start loving you. Focus on you. Start creating. Start innovating. Do those things in your heart you were afraid to try. Just turn it into fear. And I'm going to push through it. I'm going to try it anyway.
There it is. My goodness. Did you do that? Because you said it like you did it.
I've lived it for 25 years. So, like I said, I was an engineer. I was a professional engineer. And I was making 6 figures at a very, very young age, right out of college. So I have a master's degree in engineering, master's degree in business management, concentration in contract law. But God said to me, entertainment. And so I believed that epiphany. And so I left my 6-figure job with no safety net. I had a house, cars, all this other stuff, and jumped because I believed that it was going to be okay. And as soon as I jumped, as soon as I had that leap of faith, that's what my book is about. Hold up, Harriet. That's what my book is about. Just one thing. You still have the copy of the book so they can see it? But that's what my book about, Just One Thing, is how one moment can change your life forever. So when I took that leap of faith, didn't know anybody in entertainment, didn't know anybody in the industry at all. I took that leap of faith, believed, and followed that voice inside of me. That's the thing that guides you. Some people say it's God. I believe it's God. Some people believe it's their intuition or whatever. But I followed that voice, and the doors began to open. My first mentors within the first 4 months of taking that leap of faith were Bob Johnson, president and CEO of BET, Colin Powell at the White House. And it's amazing how I met these men. D.L. Hughley and Paul Mooney were my first 4 mentors in 4 months of taking a leap of faith. My book chronicles how I went from being an engineer to taking a leap of faith, and the unthinkable happened, and unthinkable relationships and opportunities that happened simply because I was at a crossroad, like the pandemic. You know what I mean? So the pandemic is nothing but a crossroad. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? And so everybody faces different crossroads. Back then, I was at a crossroad, and I felt like I wasn't where I was supposed to be professionally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It was killing me. Just like some relationships are killing people. You know what I mean? But I was at a crossroad, and I decided to take a leap of faith. And so this pandemic is nothing but a crossroad. If you're still living and breathing, is nothing but a crossroad. Take that leap of faith. Trust yourself for once. Trust that thing inside of you. I can do this. And even if you fall, you get back up and do it again. And one of those times you're going to stand strong in what it is you believe you're supposed to be doing. Just keep getting up. And don't let go. If I had one thing to say to myself, my younger self, 25 years ago, when I got into the entertainment industry, it was like, don't let go amazing ideas. I would succeed once at something and let it go instead of building it, instead of growing it. You know what I mean? It came so easy to me, some things, I would let them go. But no, when stuff comes to you, that's your calling. That's the thing people love about you mindlessly. You don't have to try to be you. You are the blueprint. Don't look at other people's success and try to measure yourself against that. That's what creates depression. Because you hasn't happened yet. That thing you're born and destined to do hasn't happened yet. You can't find it in anybody else because you're about to do it. You know what I mean? So you can't find it in famous people. You can't find it looking at me. You could read my book and get a blueprint for how I did it. It might inspire your faith. It might ignite your dreams, but you hasn't happened yet. So you can't find what you're looking for in somebody else. You can't pattern your career after somebody else because that thing you're about to do that's going to set the world on its head hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? So once you get that notion out of your brain that, oh, I'm going to look at Beyonce, or I'm going to look at Jay-Z, or I'm going to look at Mike Epps, or I'm going to look at this person, and they're going to, help me figure out my, no, they've already done their path. That's their path. You hasn't happened yet. So take this time while you're at a crossroad with this pandemic, finances being not secure, and everybody being strapped and trying to figure out what tomorrow holds. You can't get more scared than this. You might as well take a risk while you're scared.
Whoa.
So as long as you're already scared, you might as well jump off the cliff and take a risk.
Hold it. You're going to need to go back through that again. You're going to have to slow it down.
Okay.
Walk us through that one again. Good job.
This pandemic is nothing but a blessing. This pandemic is nothing but a crossroad. People are financially strapped. They're unemployed. They've lost loved ones. Their back is against the wall. You already scared. You might as well take a risk. Go ahead and jump off the cliff and take a risk that you were afraid to take before. You already scared. So while you're scared, you might as well take some risk and do that thing you were afraid to do. Stopping you now. You already scared. You already in fear because you don't know what tomorrow holds. Since you don't know what tomorrow holds, you might as well take some risks then and go ahead and follow your dream. Follow that thing that's been burning in your heart for years that you've talked yourself out of. You know what I'm talking about. Follow that thing.
Call them up.
And so you already scared. You're already at a crossroad. A crossroad is nothing but an opportunity for greatness. That's it. It's an opportunity for you to finally be great.
Who want to be great?
Because as long as you're on an easy path, a straight road, there's no reason to do anything different. The crossroad, you got to make a decision. So the decision might as well be for you. Woo. Like I said, with this, I know this is a form about narcissism and people not taking accountability and blaming you for their stuff. Get out of that and get into you. And so once you get into you and you start exercising your God-given creativity and your dreams and your hopes and everything else, the person you need is going to find you because iron sharpens iron. People always say that my best friends are so dope because, they're well known. No, my best friends are so dope because they uplift me. Greatness recognizes greatness. And so go ahead and be great, and greatness is going to come to you. You're not going to have to look for a relationship. You're not going to have to get out of something because once you start being great, you don't even have to escape the relationship. They're going to leave you because they're going to be uncomfortable. They're going to be uncomfortable. Slackers are uncomfortable around greatness. So just start doing you today. Don't worry about getting out the relationship. Don't worry about what he did or what she said. Just start being great. Just start doing everything your heart desires. And once you do that, they're going to get uncomfortable. They're going to leave you alone. And then you find yourself in a whole new arena, and so if you have a vision, go ahead and follow it and write it down. That's one thing I do. I write down the vision. Any vision that I'm given, I write it down. And that's not for God. That's not for the universe. That's for me. So when it comes to fruition, I know that I spoke it. You understand what I mean? Write it down. That thing that's burning inside you. And then take one step and trust that voice in you what step 2 should be. And it's going to keep happening.
You ain't going to stop talking, are you?
Follow me. I was just saying, follow me on Char Entertainment. So we go in on It Is What It Is, I got plenty of platforms and interviews that are coming up, but the conversations are always candid. They're always real. And I also go live on Facebook and Instagram, and I talk about what's real, but my current platform that's doing really, really well is It Is What It Is, How Men Think, Uncut. But
Hey,
speaking about being at this crossroad, thank you, baby. Eyes open wide. Thank you, love. Thank you, Angeline Brooke. And thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you, love. Tiffany. Thank you, love. I'm trying to see the names. They're moving too fast. Thank you, Destiny. I appreciate you. I do have my own show, Love Naranga. Follow me on Chartown Entertainment on YouTube. I just put my link up again a few seconds ago. And you can go to Facebook and IG. Chartown ENT is really an easy search. So let me put that up for you all too.
Again, hey, Char, I'm going to tell you something,
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I didn't know you had all that up in you. Okay. And you definitely are headed in a different direction than you see yourself in right now. I'm gonna tell you, because you just dropped a whole bomb in here tonight. Okay, you just set this room on fire, and that's what Motivational Monday is all about. It's all about let's cut through the bull. Because people feed you bull all day, every day. Ain't nobody got no real solutions, and they just selling you something. Today, they just got it from a different angle. They got it from a different angle. You got to change what you're doing. Right now, you ain't got nothing to lose. That is
nothing at all.
The most powerful thing that was said tonight. What do you have to lose?
Your back is already against the wall.
You're already in the worst position that you could possibly be in.
I love you too, baby. Thank you, Melanie. Rich, thank you, love. She knows who knows. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Please follow me. If you can't find me on YouTube, which I hope you can, please follow me on Instagram or IG, and you can find the other stuff there. But anyway, or you can just Google my name, Chartown Entertainment. You can Google it too. That'll take you to my website. I'll hook you all up. But I just wanted to say that, I've been blessed to be speaking for the past almost 30 years, and all over the country, all over the world at times. And I know that there was a calling greater than me. So let me explain this about the entertainment industry and leaping into your faith, since we're talking about that. And I realize now this is Motivation Monday. One thing I realized when I first came into the industry, I felt overwhelmed. Even though I took a leap of faith, even though things were opening up, I felt overwhelmed. I felt unqualified, And so since I'm a spiritual believer in God, I believe that God qualifies you, or he prepares the people for you. Chapter 3 in my book, Just One Thing, he prepares the way for you so that even if you feel unqualified, they're ready for you. And so I just learned to share my heart. I learned to talk to people from my heart. And like I said, I was like 22 years old when I came in the industry. And all these major entertainers started asking me my opinion, little old me. And I'm like, who, me? And so I would just give my opinion from my heart. And I realized that after meeting them like one time, they would remember me like a year later or 2 years later. And I'm talking about like people at the upper echelon of entertainment. And so I was like, what is going on? So I realized it was bigger than me. So what I want to say, two things. If your dream doesn't scare the hell out of you, you're dreaming wrong. First of all, okay? It's supposed to scare you. If your dream doesn't scare the hell out of you, you're dreaming wrong. Okay? And also, whatever you're destined to do, if you can conceptualize it, that ain't it. Because whatever you're here to do is bigger than you. It's going to touch millions. It's going to touch the world. It's going to touch people you don't know. So if what you're dreaming, what you feel in your heart isn't touching millions and bigger than you, that's the wrong one. Look at the other dream. Look at the other dream, not the safe one, the one that scares the hell out of you. Take that dream. That's the road. You know what I mean? So we all got stuff we want to try, stuff we want to do. But the one that scares the hell out of you, that's the one. That's the one. Because it's supposed to. It's supposed to be bigger than you. Because if it's about you, then you just regular. You ain't doing nothing supernatural. You regular. You regular. I mean, so if you believe you were created to do something amazing, then it got to scare you. It got to scare you a little bit. It got to scare you a lot some days. You know, so there's nobody who has been an innovator, who has changed the world, changed the game, who has not been scared. And also, you got to let go your comfort zone. You can't be comfortable and great. What you talking about? Be comfortable and great?
Speak on that.
You know what I mean? You can't be complacent and innovative. You can't do what you normally do and change the world.
Don't work like that.
Something that's scary.
You got to
do something that requires some risk. It's like, the thing is, this is what people don't understand. I'm a total introvert. Look at God. Won't he do it? Yeah. And so I learned that he will prepare the way for me. And so when I used to go into comedy clubs, I used to, and this is all in my book, you know, so it talks about when I went from an engineer, how the path was being set. And I didn't know the path was being set for me to do something different. But before I went to comedy clubs, and I was working there, but I knew like the greats were going to be there, you know, and I mean, like major headliners, you know, celebrities were going to be there. I would pray and I said, let them come to me and say hello, so I don't have to figure out a way to introduce myself. And so I've never introduced myself in 25 years. I sit and I observe, and people make their way over to my corner. He prepares the way for you. So whatever it is you're destined to do, the way is going to be prepared for you. They will be expecting you when you get there. There's a chapter in my book where I talk about how I met Colin Powell and Bob Johnson, how they became my mentors. I had meetings back to back with them. And I was scared. I was 22 years old. I was scared. And so I said, who am I to walk up in BET Studios and have a meeting with him? And so then I received the revelation that the way is prepared for you. You don't have to feel prepared. Just know that they're expecting you when you get there, because you're walking in your destiny. And that's the difference. When you hoping something happens and when you're walking in your destiny, when you're walking in what you're supposed to do, that thing that scares the hell out of you, and you go forward anyway, boldly, even though you're scared on the inside, the way is prepared for you. So they're waiting for you on the other side of that door. They're waiting. And so check out my book. My best friend, one of my best friends, Mike Epps, wrote the foreword for it. It's a dynamic. We've sold out twice nationally, independently. Go to my website, chartown.com. Doesn't matter if you have a dash or not, just chartown.com. You can get the book tonight, chartown.com. And so thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Eyes open. And Melanie and Angela, I appreciate it, love. Phoenix Rising, I appreciate you, love. Let me put the book in here for you guys. Let me see if I can get that in there real quick.
Put it in there. Get it in there. Hey, Char, you know, okay, on this Motivational Monday.
Okay, you see the link? Whatever just went up is the link for the book, Chartown Entertainment, Chartown Just One Thing book. Or you can just put Chartown Entertainment. Google it. I will come up. Chartown Entertainment. I will come up and you'll be able to find the book. I've been in business 25 years. Just Google me if you can't follow the comments.
They got you. I think they got you.
Let me see.
I see a lot of people in there saying that they found you. So.
Thank you so much. Good. Well, if you found me, share it, please, for me. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm not real good with this. But thank you.
How easy they want to see how they like you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys and the amazing comments. And I don't know if this is for you or me, but Nazi says she has an important question. I didn't see her comment. I don't know if she was talking to you or me. Hey. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Thank you, Melanie. And if you order from the site, you will get a signed copy. So all copies are signed when you order it directly from the site.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Phoenix. I appreciate you, love. Thank you, eyes open wide. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much, Lakeisha Hamilton. Thank you. And so, yeah, I didn't know it was Motivation Monday, but
It is
I knew that
no
God
Monday.
gave me a voice to speak to people and just speak from my heart. And so, yeah, I've been in the entertainment industry for 25 years, but it's not a network for me. I don't have networks. I have relationships. I have over 3,000 relationships where I call, they answer. That's a relationship. So let me share this. As you go through life, build relationships, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. People that you have something in common. How your mama doing? How's your child doing? What happened with that situation? I'm praying for you. That's the relationship I have with my clients. That's the relationship I have with every celebrity, entertainer, sports figure I've been blessed to work with. I care what happens to them. Sincerely, I don't have an end game. I don't push what I do to my clients. They come. When I need money, I pray. When I need a new deal, I pray. So I don't push. I tell my friends all the time, yes, I coach, sweetheart. But yeah, just hit me up on any of the outlets I just told you, Chartown Entertainment on Facebook. You can DM me, Chartown, CHARTOWN, 2 words. You can find me on Facebook.
Put it on there so I can highlight it.
You said what now?
Put it on there so I can highlight it. Put it in
Which one, the Facebook and IG or what?
Put it in the comments and I'll highlight it for you.
Okay. Which one, the YouTube or I guess Facebook is easier, right? Facebook and IG, they can send me messages and get the rest of the stuff.
Put it all in there. Let them all have it.
Okay, let me try to get that together real quick. Y'all be patient with me. I'm a horrible typer.
On our social media still. And we've been done for a year. I've been no contact, and after that, I let her go after everything she's done. She still stalks my page. Okay, what's the question, Nasi? What's the question? She's still snarking your page. Okay, she gonna do that, bro. There ain't nobody gone nowhere.
Okay, so I think this helps. I have IG and FB, and then right under that is the YouTube. So whatever you want to use to find me, you can. Company is Chartown Entertainment. So I think when I comment, it comes up as Chartown Entertainment. That's how you say my company, and that's what you can Google if you can't find me.
Woo, they say, hey, my people's love it. They check out the guests. They love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eyes Wide Open. I appreciate Eyes Open Wide. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And let me see what I was trying to follow. Oh, thank you all so much. I appreciate the comments. We're moving a little fast for me, but thank you so much. And I just learned, like I was saying before, Harry asked me to put the my credentials again. I learned that just speaking to the heart, creating relationships matter. So when I do conferences, when I speak, when I do that, I emphasize the relationship. And even if you're shy, even if you're an introvert, if you're in a public setting and there's an opportunity for you to ask a question, this is a tip I give to people all the time. Stand up, ask your question, say your name, say what you do, say what your passion is, and then ask your question. Now the world knows you exist, period. And that works for people who are shy. So if you're having a public forum or networking situation and they have Q&A, make sure you ask a question. But before you introduce yourself to the entire room by saying your name, what you do, and your passion, somebody's going to connect with you. Oh, I didn't know you play drums, or I didn't know you do this, or I do this. That's how organic relationships happen. And when you're walking in your destiny, you don't have to sell it. They see it before you do. It's in the book. That's in the book. You don't have to sell your destiny to anybody. They see it before you do. They see it when you walk in. Yes, love.
Listen. So, as that relates to people walking in their destiny in that craziness, the other person that they're dealing with can see you're not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, once you start doing you, once you, like I said, it's time to take a risk. It's time to jump out there. Once you start loving on you, nobody's going to love you for you. So let that go. People say that, I want somebody to love me for me. No, nobody's going to love you for you. You got to love you. And the other people going to fall in love with you fell in love with.
Woo, good God.
Okay? They're going to fall in love with you fell in love with. You fall in love with you first. And they're going to fall in love with who you in love with.
You cannot make this stuff up. You cannot just throw a bunch of craziness together and it fall in place like it just did.
Right. So let me say, I'm answering your question. No, I'm getting there. I'm coming home. I'm bringing it home. So you can't find someone to love you for you. You got to love you. You got to be who you need to be to you. Then they going to fall in love with who you fell in love with. They going to come. And the other side is when you start doing amazing stuff, when you start doing good things and you are focused, you need an eye singled on what you're doing and focus on taking care of you, living out your dreams, following those things you were afraid to try. When you're focused on that, they get uncomfortable. So they're going to leave you alone. You know what I mean? So they can't take it. They're going to get uncomfortable, especially if he's a narcissist, because they can't take it not having the attention on them. So once you start loving you and you ain't got to worship somebody else and you ain't looking for their validation, you validating yourself, they're going to leave you alone. You're not going to have to walk away from them. They're going to be uncomfortable.
Say it for the people in the back.
So that's what I'm saying. Yes, absolutely, love. There is a spiritual warfare going on all the time. That's why you need to take control of your spirit. You can't be responsible for what they do, how they think, how they feel. You know what I mean? And one of the things I've always taught when I'm talking about relationship stuff is that two hurt people will hurt people. And so you attract what you are. Stay with me. You attract what you are. I'm not talking about stuff you can see. I'm not talking about stuff you can see. All of us have been hurt. All of us have been through the unthinkable. If I told you my testimony, you'd be like, why are you still smiling? Why are you still encouraging people? Why are you still standing? Okay? So if I told you my testimony, you would want, all of us have been through something. But the thing is, when you've been through something and that person's been through something, you don't know how hurt is going to manifest itself. You understand what I mean? So if you aren't healed and they aren't healed yet, then you don't know how it's going to manifest itself. So it might manifest itself as narcissism. It might manifest itself as not coming home. It might manifest itself as lying. It might manifest itself as just emotionally shutting down in the relationship. It might manifest itself as violence. You don't know how hurt is going to manifest itself. So you attract what you are, not a good job, not plenty of money, not what we bring to the table. Those internal things that you don't love yet about you. Those internal things you haven't resolved and decided, I'm okay. I'm okay. For real. And moved on to do what you really want to do. Love yourself enough to do everything your heart desires. That's when you know you're on the road, when you're not afraid of you anymore. I mean, and so when you get to that point, then you'll attract what you are. You'll attract somebody else who is healed, someone who's moving in their destiny, someone who's moving in a positive direction where they're not acting out hurt. You can't tell how it's going to manifest itself. When I was younger and someone said to me, you attract what you are, I was like, I don't attract nobody with a job. I don't attract people with money. I don't attract people with, taking care of their business and handling this. That's not it. It's deeper than that. Peel back all the layers to that thing when you were 5 years old or 10 years old that messed your mind up and made you question yourself for the first time ever. That's the piece that people feed into. That's the piece. Whatever it was, there's something that devastated all of us and made us second guess ourselves at some point. And therefore, you attract somebody else with that same energy, and you don't know how it's going to manifest itself. So you got to break that stronghold. And you got to decide, I'm going to work on me until I love me. And I'm not afraid to be good to me. And I'm not afraid to do everything I want to accomplish. You got to get to that point. And when you do, You're going to attract somebody who loves themselves and they're not afraid to try what they want to do. And y'all going to be trying stuff together. You understand what I mean? And so that's why my whole squad is tight.
No, we don't understand. Say it again.
That's why my whole squad is tight. Not because they're better than anybody. It's because we loved each other. We loved ourselves first. And they saw how much I love me. And they like, I love you too. And vice versa. You attract what you are. They saw me being good to me and going after everything I wanted to do. I wanted to have an entertainment company. D.L. Hughley told me 25 years ago it's going to happen. Then years later, someone called me for the music industry. And my friend who had this group a long time ago called Drew Hill. I don't even know y'all know about Drew Hill. Drew Hill, 14 million records. He called and said, be my business partner. And I was like, are you talking to me? I didn't know anything about the music industry at the time, but I was not afraid to learn and teach myself quickly where I can negotiate deals with the best of them. In less than 2 months, I was tight and I was meeting with record label execs. And so I wasn't afraid to try new things. I had an eye singled on anything my heart desired. And I began to attract people who had their eye singled on trying anything they wanted to try. They didn't have all these deep-rooted things and blaming me for it. They didn't have all this stuff, well, it's your fault, I can't get myself together. They didn't have none of that. Because we had both had our eyes single. I'm doing well and I'm uplifting other people while I'm doing well. They're doing well and they're uplifting other people while they're doing well. And so you start to attract people who are just like you. Get on the inside and heal. Get on the inside and not be afraid to be good to you. And then you won't tolerate anybody not being good to you. And they're going to be uncomfortable because they're not going to fit in the love affair you have with yourself. And the people who really do love you, really do want to see you win, those are the people you need to have around you. If you got anybody around you who doesn't want to see you win, and let me tell you what a hater is. First of all, people overuse the word hater. Haters are not people who sit around and talk about you and talk about your success. Those aren't haters. Those are admirers because they keep up on everything you do. Those are admirers. They love it. They don't know how to express it, but they're impressed by what you're doing because they're talking about it. Haters are your friends who quiet when you win. Those are haters. Your friends who don't clap when you run a home run. Those are haters. Your friends who want to be up under you and always want to go wherever you go, but they don't cheer when you win. Those are haters. Haters are not the people talking bad about you. Haters are not the ones who know all your accomplishments. Haters aren't the ones who can run down your resume. Those are your admirers.
Oh my God.
Those are the friends who don't cheer when you win. Haters are the silence when you're doing well. Haters are the people in your own house who won't come support you. Those are haters. Okay. Yes, Harriet.
Char.
Yes, love.
Say that again. Again, my friend.
Let me.
It don't nothing feel better than hearing some truth. When you've been hearing a whole bunch of other
men. Phoenix, if you have a whole bunch of haters, you got a whole bunch of admirers. They knew everything you do. They won't stop following you. So embrace that. They don't know how to say it.
Really, look, the narc really is your admirer.
Yeah. Because they see something in you. They don't want you to grow because then you'll outshine them. They don't want to see you expand. They don't want to see you fly. They don't want to see you win. And so, yeah, they admire what you do. And so they will try to stand in the way because they don't want you to keep winning. They see something in you that they love, that they admire, they wish they had. And so that's not what you need, though. You need some friends that are going to cheer when you win. You need somebody in your corner who wants you to win. For real. Not say it, do it. You know what I mean? Like they help you win. You know what I mean? You almost on the home plate, they give you that last little push. You know what I mean? You want somebody who actively helps you win. You know what I mean?
Hey, Char, what about those friends that, hit you with the, oh yeah, oh, that's nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, you don't want no dead silence. That is sometimes negativity is worse than silence. You know what I mean? And so I think the loudest voice in the room really is quiet. That's the loudest voice in the room. So when you win, when you make an announcement to your friends and family, don't listen to the one saying yay. Listen to the one who's silent. That's the loud voice. So, take inventory of that first. Like, who's quiet when I win? Who's quiet when I have an announcement? Who's sitting with their arms folded looking at me when I have an announcement? That's where you need to take stock in your life. You know what I mean? So there are layers of people who hang close to you. So if people are always up around you and everything, you feel insulated. You're really not. So if they're not pushing you forward, they're holding you back. You know what I mean? And if they're not doing anything, they're taking up space. You know what I mean? And so I don't really know if you need a whole bunch of placeholders when you're about to change your paradigm, when you're about to be creative, when you're about to do that thing you were destined to do. You don't need no placeholders around you, taking up space, because that's in the way for your real relationships to come in. You know what I mean? So because every level, what's going to happen is when people see you trying, other people who are winning are going to push you up another level. You know what I mean? They're not going to hold you back, because a person who's truly secure in their greatness wants to see other people be great. You know what I mean? A person who's truly great, not kind of great, not stumbled on a little piece of success, not those people. I'm talking about those where the greatness comes from the inside out. They have changed the world with their outlook. They want to see other people be amazing. You know what I mean? So if you have placeholders around you, they really in the way. They taking up space. Okay? They taking up. I'm glad I'm making you forget about Narcs, baby. Thank you, Naranga. I appreciate it. But they're taking up space. So you don't want. So you got people, if they're not pushing you forward, then they're holding you back. So those are two people around you. If they're not pushing you forward and helping you win, then they're holding you back. Especially if they're real, real close enough to hold onto your coattail, they're holding you back. A lot of times people say, I want to ride your coattail. I've never seen anybody be able to move freely and somebody stand on their coattail. So take those people away right away. Get rid of them right away. Because you can't move freely, somebody on your coattail. It's not the same as helping somebody. That's somebody riding your wave. So somebody jump on your surfboard. You can't surf. You can't surf. Those people holding you back. And then you have the other people who just stand around taking up space just in case something happened to you. They want to say they were in the place when it happened. They saw it happen. They were part of it. I knew it back when. You need to get rid of them too. Get rid of them too. Because they in the way for the people who really going to help you. They stand in the way. They can't get close to you to push you to the next level because you got all these placeholders telling them, I want to be there in case something happened. They not helping you. They ain't pulling you back. They ain't pushing you forward. They just in the way. They just stand around close to you so they can say they were there. Those people who jump in the frame when you about to take a picture in your moment? Those people. Get rid of them first. Get rid of them first. The ones who jump in the camera don't have nothing to do with the event, but they jump in the camera. Get rid of them first.
Get them out of there.
Get those out. They're in the way for the people who belong in the picture, the people who helped you get there, the people who are in the gym shooting shots with you. You need those people with you.
Whew. Hey, Char.
Yes, love.
Look here. All I'm going to say is, as you can see by the overwhelming response, that you just lit this joint on fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just got to do it from my heart. And so I want to see people be great. And so I believe that, why I've had the long career and never lost a client in 25 years. People say, everybody likes you. I don't know if everybody likes me, but they respect me and they respect my sincerity. They respect my integrity. I think one of the key things in life, and my dad used to tell me this, there are two things. One, treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Even if it's not reciprocated, it's going to come back because there's no such thing as a wildflower. Plant the seed of greatness. Plant the seed of love. It's going to grow when you least expect it. That's why so many things come back. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for you to give back to me where I planted the seed, but there's no such thing as a wildflower. It's going to grow when you least expect it, when you plant a seed. So plant love, plant kindness, plant sincerity, plant support. And it might not come back from where you thought you planted it. The seed might have blown over there, but it's coming back. And the other thing my dad taught me when I was younger, really young, and I always totally embodied things. He said there's a poet named Rudyard Kipling, and he used to re-quote Rudyard Kipling to me, but turn it into something that was applicable to me as a young girl. And he said, if you can walk with kings and queens and never lose the common touch, then you'll be a woman. So he paraphrased it for me. So your real greatness is never losing the common touch, even though you walk with kings and queens, even though you meet with people of high estate, even though you have clients all over the world. Don't forget about people. You know what I mean? And so everybody has a soul. And so there's no difference between the millionaire and you. There's no difference. Because in this pandemic, we've lost people in life in general. We're all losing people. We all die, and sometimes unexpectedly. So there's no difference between you and the multimillionaire. Sometimes we put people on pedestals. I only see the human behind the success. So that's who I work with. And so as you grow into your greatness, as you begin to move and grow spiritually in who you are destined to be, the right of the person. You know what I mean? Don't give anything more power than it needs to, or more greatness than it should, because then you start to make yourself feel minimized. You know what I mean? Everybody's on a level playing field. It's just what you do with your time. It's just how you redirect your dreams. But everybody's on the same playing field. Nobody's greater than the other person. It's just what you decided to do tomorrow. What you decide, I'm going to work the rest of the night. What y'all going to do? I'm up till 6 o'clock in the morning every night. What y'all going to do? I'm not greater than you. I just decided to work all night.
You already know.
I decided to produce a show. What you going to do? I decided to write a book. What you going to do? I decided to set speaking engagements. What you going to do? So that thing you want to do it. There's no greatness in life. It's just what you decide to do with your time, where you decide to put your energy. There's no greatness. In terms of hierarchy between people, there's greatness in that you impact lives. There's greatness in that you touch souls. There's greatness in that you're being used for a greater purpose, but there's no greatness between individuals. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. It's just what you decide to do with your time. How would you decide to do with that dash? When I first started talking, you're born and you die. In between there's a dash. What you decide to do with that is between you and God, the universe, or whatever you believe in. That's up to you. How you spend the rest of your night. What you decide to do tomorrow. I make lists every night. Do you make lists every night? What you're going to accomplish tomorrow? What you need to take care of? That's the difference. It's no greatness. I just got a plan. And like I said before, when you jump out into greatness, write the vision. Make it plain, not for you, not for the universe, but so that you look back and remember you spoke it into existence. So you don't lose focus on what you're doing. That's why you write it down. You make it plain so you won't get confused on what you're doing. You know what I mean? Don't make it all elaborate and, a whole bunch of commas and semicolons. Write the vision, make it plain. So you don't get lost in the sauce while you're trying to pursue this new path, while you're trying to take these new risks. Make it plain so you don't lose sight of the goal and what you're really trying to accomplish. Bottom line it for yourself and go after it.
Hey, Char, all I'm saying
is... she said, what's your advice for being your true self? Baby, you is all you got. There's nothing else but me. People always say, it's funny, God has really blessed me with my career and with clients and stuff. And people I've known since I was a kid, we've run into each other after 30 years, 40 years, whatever. And they say, you act the same. You still the same person. I ain't got nobody but me. Who else am I supposed to be? Who else can I be except me? I wake up to me every day. So who do I have to put on fanfare or be fake for? You know what I mean? And so when you lose your touch, like I just said, the true self is when you can be anywhere, when you can walk with kings, queens, celebrities, travel all over the world, everything I've been blessed to do, and never lose sight of humanity. That's your true self. You know what I mean? Because you're a natural being in a spiritual world. You know what I mean? So you're here to shed light, to shed love, not to be darkened, not to be pushed behind something, not to be made to feel less than. If you're in a situation that's making you feel that way, time to look at it again. You know what I mean? Because you're a spiritual being in a natural world. So you're able to move freely and do whatever you want to do. And whatever you see, you can do it. period. I know it sounds cliche, but if you can't see it, you definitely can't do it. One time I was speaking at the Congressional Black Caucus on the main stage, and they asked me, what do I think the biggest deterrent is from people fulfilling their dreams and from people being successful in business? And I said, lack of preparation, lack of expectation to succeed. They don't expect to succeed. That's why they fail. You know what I mean? Always, they don't expect to succeed. Anything I touch, it's going to be fire, period. Or I'm not doing it. I have to see it first. It's not that I don't fail, but anything I see and anything I decide to put my time on, it's going to be fire, period. I'm giving my 1,000. I don't care if it's my friend Harrio calling me and saying, come on my YouTube for 5 minutes. I'm putting my whole heart into it. It's going to be fire. I'm not doing it if I can't do 100%. So I think the biggest deterrent from greatness, from being successful in business, from being successful in life is not expecting success. They say, I'm going to try this. I hope it works out. I don't know. That's the biggest deterrent. So when success happens, you're not ready. I hope I don't step on no toes, but people are always saying support Black businesses. The biggest deterrent for Black businesses is not expecting to succeed. So therefore, when you go, they don't have no chicken left. When you go, they out of hot sauce. When you go, they out of beauty supply. When you go, they weren't prepared for greatness. That's why they fail. Not because they're inept, but because they weren't prepared to succeed. When you prepare to succeed, you have to be prepared to be stopped.
Damn.
Every one of y'all buy a book tonight. Guess what? I'm prepared because I'm expecting it. You know, we already sold out twice nationwide. So I'm expecting that we're selling out 2 more times. So I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? That's the difference. I'm expecting. So as you jump into your new you tonight, starting tonight, making your list, writing the vision, making it plain, focus on you. Don't worry about who's in your life. Don't worry about that. Focus on you and what you need to do. Everything else will take care of itself. They're going to get uncomfortable. When you truly focus on you and have an only hear your inner voice, start listening to that and nothing else. Nothing else.
Tell them again.
Now, everything else.
For the people in the back, what they need to listen to?
Inner voice. Stop listening to who you live with. Stop listening to what your friends think. And everybody doesn't need to know what you're working on. Do you know when I wrote my book, my parents didn't know I was working on a book? They knew I was working. You know when they knew I was working on a book? When I handed them a signed copy. That's when they knew. Everybody doesn't need to know what you're doing. They're like, when did you become an author? Now, this is when I became an author. That's how I move. That's how I move. When I tell you, by the time I announce to my friends and family, I'm thinking about doing something, it's already done. When I told my parents I'm thinking about, and my friends and associates and stuff, my sorors, Alpha Kappa Alpha, I don't know any AKAs in the building, but when I started telling my sorors, I'm thinking about having a 501c3 for exceptionally talented kids who want to go into entertainment and the arts, to be a blessing to them and use my relationships to elevate their dreams and build vision. They're like, oh, girl, when you going to? It's already done. My certification came yesterday. Period. My tax exempt status came yesterday. That when I tell you I'm about to do something, it's done. By the time you know what's happening, it's done. So you don't have to share your heart with everybody. You don't have to share your dreams with sometimes just you and God. Sometimes just you and the universe. Sometimes it's just you and the higher power. Sometimes it's just you and yourself. Sometimes you're the only one that believes it. Oh, they'll believe it when it happens. But sometimes you're the only one motivating yourself. You're the only one who sees where that vision, that thing in your heart, and that's okay. So, be careful who you share your dreams with. Especially if there's somebody just taking up space. We just talked about space holders. There's somebody taking up space. They definitely don't even know what you're working on. Even if your space holder is your man or your woman, they don't need to know what you're working on. Just go ahead and be great. They'll figure it out when you hand them a signed copy. They'll figure it out.
Good God.
Open up your new business and then you have the ribbon cutting. They'll figure it out.
Who they need to listen to?
That inner voice. Only listen to yourself. Get an eye single. You don't do anything tonight. First, listen to yourself. That voice. Tune out all the noise. Tune out all the naysayers. Tune out the people who you feel are taking your energy, and listen to and get real quiet. And it's going to be real loud. Your voice. Sometimes we don't get quiet enough. We surround ourselves with people to stay busy. We surround ourselves with all kinds of unnecessary stuff just to get through the day. Get quiet. Get alone. Listen to that voice, and you know what your next step is supposed to be. Follow it boldly. Follow it. Don't tip into it. Don't tip into your destiny. Don't tip into your dreams. Go in there boldly. Don't tip into it. Don't tip into your destiny. Busting down doors and high stepping. Go in there boldly into what you're about to do. Believing you're going to succeed. So therefore you're prepared and you're not caught off guard by success. One thing that I love about Harrio's platform and our conversations is he's prepared for success. He's prepared for what happens next. He's prepared for what he's going to do next. He's prepared for stuff that hasn't happened yet. He sees it in the spiritual realm. And then I'm going to do this. And then it happens because he saw it. You know, life is so spiritual. And I don't know if you all realize it. Life is so spiritual. If you can see something, it's real. Your very existence doesn't happen unless you believe. That's why people lose their minds all the time, because they stop believing in their own existence. You follow me? Did I lose some people?
Woo. No, indeed, you have not.
Spirit world and the spiritual part of life is so strong that anything you not only believe, you can't just believe it, you got to see it. Because when you see it, then you've embraced it. That thing will happen. The only reason you're alive is because you're connected to your spiritual existence. The only reason you have a mind to even process what I'm saying to you is because you're in tune with your spiritual existence. That is the line between sanity and insanity. You follow me? That's how real it is. So once you believe it, you got to see it. That's why I said write it down. That's the beginning of you seeing it. And the more you look at what you wrote down, the more you'll be able to see it. And the vision will become clearer. Write it down, make it plain. Don't make it confusing so you get lost when you're on your path of what you're going to do next. Make it real simple for yourself. Okay? Make it. Don't, I want to be happy. You already happy. Happy is a decision every day. Don't make it nothing like happy, because happy is something you can have right this second. You decide, I'm happy right now. You know what I mean? So make it something tangible that you can attain, something tangible that you can achieve. Don't choose anything you have control over every morning. I choose to be happy. I choose to smile. I choose to rejoice. I choose to bless others. I choose to take this night. Like I told you all earlier, for those who are just joining, I experienced the biggest pain of my life 3 weeks ago, but I choose to talk to you. I choose to smile anyway. I've never thought my soul was broken before at the person who died, but I choose to talk to you. I choose to smile anyway. I choose to get up every morning. I chose to say yes when Harrio called me. It's not because life is perfect. Life is unpredictable. And life can have you feel like you don't know whether you're coming or going, no matter who you are. No matter how much money does not make you sane. Money does not make you okay. Success doesn't make you okay. Your choice to be happy in the midst of your money and your success or whatever's happening in your life makes you okay. Your choice makes you okay. There's some crazy people out here who are successful, who have money and can't have a little bit of peace. There's nothing that will pay for peace of mind and happiness. That is your choice. So don't write down, I wish I had peace. You got peace. You choose it every day. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to have peace. Oh, bless your heart, Tanya. Thank you, love. Thank you, Nelson. I appreciate you, love. 5 and Dime. Thank you, love. Shaquita, thank you, love. I appreciate you. But yeah, I think that Harrio tagged my website, and my YouTube is on there, the IG. You can also Google Chartown Entertainment and find me, period. If you want to follow up with me, I'm new to YouTube, so if you can find me, subscribe. It's Chartown Entertainment, or CREI, like rain, like holy rain, C-Rain 614, CREIGN 614. If you can't find Chartown on YouTube, but it's the same page. That's the direct pointer though. But yeah, you choose to be happy. You choose to be okay. You choose that you're going to make it. You choose that you're going to have faith. You choose those things. Don't put down, I wish I was happy. I wish I had peace. I wish I had this. No, you choose that. That's a choice every day.
Man,
Right before I got on here, I was having the darkest moment and I felt so sad and I chose not to be. I got stuff to do. I'll do that later. I'll be sad later. I'll sit there and feel badly later. I choose to do something else right now. So get up and move. My Twitter is the real Char Mac, love. The real Char, CharMack. The real Char Mac. Nazi, I think that's how you, Nazi, Biscotti. I think that I said it correctly, love. It's the real Char Mac on Twitter. So I'm new to Twitter too. So yeah, you feel free to follow me. But you choose to feel how you feel. You know, that's a decision. People say, oh, you smile all the time. I wish I could. That's a choice. That's a choice. It's not because life isn't kicking my butt sometimes. It's not because my parents haven't had illnesses. It's not because I haven't seen near-death experiences. It's not because I choose to smile anyway. I choose to have joy anyway. Because I still only got dash. No matter what's happening, my life ain't going to get longer because I'm tripping. I don't get extra days on my life because I'm tripping. Because I decide I'm going to sit around for 6 months and do nothing but feel badly about myself. I don't get an extra 6 months.
Nope.
So I still have the same amount of time. That dash of my life between born and death is the same no matter what you go through. So you have to choose still. Even though life is kicking your butt, you got to choose every day what I'm going to do with it.
Every day.
Extra time because you tripping. You don't do that. You don't get extra time because you sad. You got to choose it. You choose it.
Hey, Char, listen. I said, and I say this to my family here every time I get a chance. You're going to make more money. You're going to do business. You're going to have a career. You're going to do all that. You are not getting one extra second out of this life.
Not at all. Let me tell y'all this. He talked about finances and getting it back. There's a chapter in my book where I talk about that time I have no money. You know what I mean? But I never said I was broke. Perspective. I mean, when I say no money, I don't want to mess up the chapter for those who said they're buying the book tonight. But when I say no money, I had 4 bank accounts. Okay. I got down to 1 bank account. 1 bank account. This is 20-some years ago. 1 bank account. And I had $296 in that 1 bank account. Guess what account that was? Chi-Town Entertainment, because I'm not letting go of the vision. You can have my personal savings. You can have my other stuff, my little money market. You can't take Chi-Town Entertainment away from me. And watch how God turned it. Read the book. Watch how it turned around in 24 hours. Well, I said, you can't take what God gave me from me. You can't take Chi-Town Entertainment. You can take my personal savings. I can deplete that. I can deplete a money market. I went down to $296 to my name. It was $300 to keep the account active without fees. So it kept going down by $3 every month. But I said, God, I trust you. Little becomes much when you place in his hand. I don't know who I'm losing right now, but just bear with me. If you don't believe in God, just hold on. I'm coming back to you. But little becomes much when you place it in the master's hand. I said, God, I trust you. Though I don't have anything left, I trust you. And read the book and see how God turned it. Suddenly. All he wants is your faith. And all you need in life, even if you don't believe in God, but you believe in a higher power, or you believe that something is governing you bigger than yourself, all you need is faith. Because the universe will make up the difference. They'll believe for you. You ain't got to believe.
Good God.
Just have a little bit of faith. Because I believe that God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. So even if you don't believe, even if you're agnostic and you're not sure, just have some faith in something. Have some faith in that voice. Even if you don't know where the voice is coming from, that thing that's resonating inside of you. Because spiritual strength is made perfect in your weakness. So it doesn't matter if you believe or not. Greatness is coming.
Tell them about that. Come on, tell them about that a little bit.
Greatness is coming. You know, so I say in my book, I don't ascribe that you believe as I believe. I just know what I know. So my book is written for everybody. I've had agnostics, Muslims, atheists write me letters. Your book changed my life because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than what you think you believe. Real is real. Real is real.
Go ahead.
You don't have to believe what I believe, but real is real.
Say that.
I mean, I've had Black men, white men, businessmen, and I've never had to sell a book. I'm announcing it because Harry held it up, but I've never had to sell a book. I've been selling books during the pandemic. I walked into the post office with a package because my assistant had sent ones for me to sign. So then I'm sending them so she can disperse them. And the Postmaster General came out and said, hey, what are you mailing media mail? And I was like, oh, he said, is it CDs or something? Because they always try to double check. I said, no, it's books. I'm an author. He said, oh, wow. Can I buy it? Do you have any copies that you aren't shipping? I said, oh, okay. And so I went and signed him a copy. You know, but that happens every day. I wasn't trying to sell him anything. I'm just handling my business. That's destiny. I never dreamed of being an author. For 25 years, people were saying, when you're writing a book, when you're writing a book, I'm not writing a book. But destiny is bigger than me. The mantra on my book is destiny is when the unexpected meets the inevitable. You don't see destiny coming. You don't see greatness coming. You don't see blessings coming. But I tell you what, you ain't got to struggle for a blessing. It defies the meaning of blessing. You don't have to struggle for a blessing. If you're struggling for a blessing, that ain't for you. Blessings are free and clear.
Talk to him.
Gifts from the universe. You don't struggle for a blessing. If you're struggling for a blessing, let that joy go. It's going to kill you. Don't struggle for a blessing. Blessings are handed to you, just like destiny. Destiny is when the unexpected meets the inevitable. That is the mantra on my book. Because you're not going to see it coming, but it's inevitable.
That's right.
Expected. You don't know when your breakthrough is coming, but it's near. And I will share this with you. The darker things get, the closer you are. That's why I got excited. I tell people people probably think I'm crazy. Because I said, for some reason, I feel excited about this pandemic. Not people dying, not loss of life, but the fact that I haven't worked in my industry, entertainment industry, since March 12th. I said, I feel excited because when I'm scared, God's about to show out in my life. I'm excited because I was like, the unthinkable is about to happen. I've had 25 years in the industry. I've sold books all over the world. I was like, oh, God about to show out because he didn't shut the whole industry down to get my attention.
Woo.
You understand what I mean? It's perspective. Perspective. And I just know when you read my book that you see that the unexpected precedes the inevitable. That's all destiny is. And so you don't see it coming. But every time I was at a crossroad, it's defining moments. Just one thing. Just one thing. That's the book. Just one thing. How one moment can change your life forever. One unexpected phone call, one unexpected meeting, one chance encounter, one unexpected YouTube video. You feel me? It can change your life forever.
You just did.
I didn't expect to be here for an hour and a half. I know he didn't expect me to be here for an hour and a half, but destiny is when the
Hey, Char, we talked about you coming over here for about 7 minutes.
He said, I'm going to give you a tight 7, Char.
In
the entertainment industry, a tight 7. You got to be wrapping it up in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. You got to be wrapping it up.
In an hour and a half later, you got all of us sitting here like, please just speak for one more hour. Please.
Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you, She who knows. Empress, thank you, love. Tanya C, thank you, love. Nazi Biscotti, thank you, love. I appreciate you. I think he put my website up. You go to chartown.com, with or without the dash, CHARTOWN.com. It will take you to the website. You can get the book if you're losing track of the tags or whatever. I think my tag's coming right now. He might have pinned it. But yeah.
We gonna get it. Because
the tag, they can see it, or I need to put it back up again. My IG and
put it back up again so I can tag it again. So before we shut it down, because you gotta come back and do this again. Because we wasn't ready for all this. Okay,
this is the link for the book that I just put up. You see it?
When did you put it up?
I just put it up. It says Chartown Entertainment. I think they're saying they see it. Do you all see it? They said thank you for the book. Can you all see it when I tag the book?
I can't.
Can you all?
I can't see it.
All right, it's just, well, can you type it in then? char-town.com. That's all you gotta type. And yeah, I've been putting it up. I don't see it popping up, but let me see. That says private chat. That says comments. Huh?
You said ENT?
Oh, you can put up char-town.com. That's my website. They can go there and get everything. They can follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. They can find everything on the website. That'll be easier.
Cool. There you go.
So yeah, so I'm new to YouTube. So if you follow me or if you even send me a DM on okay, Harrio typed it. So that's my website. You can find me on Facebook. You can send me private messages, and even if you just search Chartown Entertainment on Facebook, you will find me. And you can send me a message if you need additional follow information or the YouTube link. I don't know how to do the YouTube thing. I thought I was commenting, but I don't see my comments popping up. So I'm doing the best I can. But I think he tagged. Did you tag it, Harriel?
I tagged it. We are going. So next week when we get her back, y'all, we're gonna make sure we got all that stuff straight. So we know exactly how to figure out. Yeah, we wasn't ready for all this tonight. So
thank you, Grace and Health. I appreciate you, Linda. Char, thank you so much. Naranga, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you all. And she says she sees it. I don't know if it's tagged, but she says she sees it.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now, if you don't feel motivated after that one, y'all gonna have to introduce me to what y'all call motivation. Because I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate it. Thank you, Harriel, for your platform and sharing it with me and inviting me to say something. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And I can't wait till next week.
So that's a blessing, being a blessing, because we were just talking and he was asking me stuff and I was answering questions and stuff. And so one night he was like, you need to come on my platform for a tight 7 minutes. I was like, okay. So
yeah.
I'm always looking to help other people. So no, he didn't know I was a national speaker and stuff like that. But he knew I was an author.
At the end of the day, I did not know that you get down like this. I ain't know you get grungy with it. So all I'm saying is, we're going to have a grudge match in this camp next week. Because
it is a choice to live, Linda.
That's what I want all of my people to feel. I want them to be able to walk away from here with a different assignment. Today, y'all got a different assignment today. Okay? We speaking a lot of, we almost using the same exact terms in most of the stuff we saying, and she said it all night. Like, if you're not listening to your inner voice, I don't know what you're doing. That's why you stuck, because you're not listening to you. You let somebody manipulate you and make you think that what's inside of you is insignificant. And it is not. Now, you just heard somebody who is not a speaker about narcissism say the exact same thing. You got to love yourself. You got to love you. You got to love what's inside of you first.
Yes.
We all trying to be in a relationship and all of that stuff. But you ain't even in a relationship with yourself yet. That
got to love you
first. That comes first. And I know I've said this for at least 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a relationship and you run into the next relationship, but when you start to vibrate, when you start to find yourself and love yourself, you're not gonna necessarily be looking for somebody. They're gonna be looking for you. But are you ready for it? So just prepare yourself, get ready for what's coming. Listen, y'all, I might have to bring Char in here on this masterclass that I'm putting together for y'all. Cause yeah, it's gonna be grungy. It ain't gonna be no, just no regular YouTube talk. We going toe to toe, and I mean bare knuckles to break through. Mm-hmm. We going bare knuckles to break through because so many of us have gotten caught up, have gotten stuck, mm-hmm. and can't figure out, where do I go? How do I get there? Mm-hmm. And it's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up because that's what's going to get us through. Right. And that's what this is all about. Yes. It's all about connecting you to you. You connecting to you, not being led by this person or that person or whomever. This is all about you being connected to you. Hey, y'all, my girl came on here tonight and put her foot all the way through it.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, here it is right here, my mantra. Destiny is when the unexpected meets the inevitable.
Hey, save it for next week.
Well, thank you guys so much. I'm sure that when we come up, Harriet can tag my page with this so you can follow me that way, maybe, because I don't know that much about YouTube yet. I'm new to YouTube.
For y'all on the next one, because look here.
Does this recording post? Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna repost this one because I usually repost my lives. I'm reposting this one on all of my platforms because at the end of the day, when something like this happens, it's only gonna happen once. You know what I'm saying? At least like this. Now next time, like I said, we're gonna knuckle up and we going, hey, you already went in tonight. I mean, you came in there, took the gloves off and straight just did it. I'm sitting in here like, whoa, good God. I could not have done this better.
Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Put your foot all the way up in and through up in here. Okay? So, again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you. I appreciate. See, what we're giving each other is, when I tell y'all that I love you, what I mean is I respect you. I thank you for giving me back what I'm giving you. I'm thankful for the reciprocity. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful for our relationship. I'm thankful that we have a place that we can come and free your spirit. Mm-hmm. You can come free your spirit because it's a crazy world out here. Yes. When I come in here, I'm telling you, I feel great. I'm doing great. Y'all think that people don't attack me every day? Man, I deal with some of the craziest fools on this planet. So, are they going to change my beautiful world? Hell no. They get to watch because they watch me. Because they watch me. Just like yours are watching you. Exactly. You can't tear something down you ain't built.
Somebody said, who wants the narc now?
Look, y'all forgot.
Bless your heart. Thank you, love.
Energy feels so good. This energy feels so incredible. How many? It's no way you sitting here feeling crazy about that narc right now. And if you do, like I said, I'm working on a master class for all of that. Because we about to knock all this stuff up out you. Mm-hmm. All of it got to go. And it all is based on the same principle. Mm-hmm. You and your relationship with you. That's it. That's it. You have to have a loving relationship with self first. How you going to love somebody else if you don't even love you?
Mm-hmm.
Say, hey, Char, do you remember that part that you said when you said, hey, when you love you, that's what makes other people attract and love
with you. That's the one thing, because I mean, I was there. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I was there. I had all the little sayings, all the little colloquialism, because I was dealing with pain, and we won't go into that now. But I was dealing with pain I didn't know how to deal with. And so I wanted somebody to love it right out of me. You know what I mean? I wanted somebody to adore it right out of me. You know, make me feel good about myself. Nobody can give you that gift but you. And so I had to learn to truly, I'm not coining a phrase. I had to truly learn to fall in love with myself. I love me. I have a good time, but the TV hasn't even been on all week. That's how dope I am alone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the house because it's a pandemic, so I'm not flying all over the place, but I'm so dope by myself. I don't even turn on TV. That's how much fun we have. And so that's why when I do leave the house, when I do fly to different cities, they're happy to see me because I'm already having a good time. By the time I get off the plane, it's me and me. It's me and me. They won't be part of that. And that's real.
That's right.
And that can be you.
Listen.
It is you already.
Hey, look.
It is you already.
There's so many people that are so afraid of just being with yourself. Like that's a punishment. That's your first love. That's your first peace. Mm-hmm. That's your first taste of freedom.
It's total freedom.
Tasted freedom until you love yourself. You do not know what freedom is until you get to a place where you have a loving, caring, consistently happy relationship with yourself. That's your first relationship that you're going to have that way.
Yes.
We're worried about how we're going to get somebody else to love us and to be consistent with us. We're not even
consistent with you. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Be consistent with you. You be consistent with you. And then everybody, you set the standard for what you expect. You set that standard. You teach people people see how you treat yourself. Like, I don't ever say what I need. I don't ever say what I require. I don't ever ask for special treatment. I don't ever ask for VIP. But there's something about the way I love myself. Well, I know she's not going to accept less. They know. Not because I say it. They see it when you walk through the door. Like I said, people see your greatness before you do. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to sell your destiny. No, baby, it's available on hard copy. And let me tell you why. I'm sorry for taking questions, Harrio, but let me tell you why it's not available on Audible. It's not available. It's only available in hard copy, and you have to order it because I need to connect with people. And because I've released so many authors, I told you I've had best-selling authors, sports figures, music artists, but my best-selling authors, Carl Weber and Omar Tyree, were my first two authors. I talk about how I landed them as clients in the book also, unexpectedly. I wasn't thinking about authors, but I do it because even now, 20-something years later, 30 New York Times bestsellers later, Carl Weber still touches people. Even being a movie director, I did all his national movie premieres for Man in 3B, and now he has to deal with family business. But I connect with people. So I want to sign every copy. So they send me a stack of books to sign every day. I want to touch the people. So even during a pandemic, I want them to have a piece of me, to connect with me personally. I got time. Even when I was working and traveling all over the world, not during a pandemic, I took the time. Tuesdays and Thursdays were my signing days. You know what I mean? I want to touch people. So everything I do is a reflection of my personality. My entire staff is a reflection of me. My entire staff reflects the love and the energy and the genuineness that I give no matter who you are. So I treat the person who's the secretary, the janitor, the same way I do the president of the company. There is no greatness. We talked about that. It's just what you choose to do with your hours. There's no greatness. So that's why I don't do Audible. I do it because I want you to have a piece of me. And I want to make sure I sign every single book. I want to make sure that I say something, even if it's just your name, say your name out loud. That means you matter. You exist when your name is said. And I want you to know you matter to me. It's not just a sale. Hoping the book touches your life. Hoping it opens a door you didn't see was closed. So that's why I don't do Audible yet. Maybe I'll do both. as you know, I grow as an author, as I grow this platform. But right now, I got to connect with the people. I need you to know I heard your name. I saw your name on the list. I need you to know. That's why I don't do Audible.
Hey, Char, listen.
Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you inviting me. They are beautiful. They are so uplifting and sweet. And I appreciate all of your positive energy and everything. Again, it's Chartown. I don't know if you can tag it again for me, but I think he's going to tag it when he reposts the video. He'll put my YouTube and my website in the comments or the caption, I guess. And so whatever, he knows best. He knows what to do. But anyway, I'm sure he'll have a way for you to reach out to me. But it's Chartown Entertainment. Chartown Entertainment. I don't know if my name is being shown somewhere, but Chartown Entertainment. You can Google it. You can look it up on Facebook, Chartown ENT, if you just want to do the at Chartown ENT, CHARTOWN ENT. You can do that on IG or Facebook. It'll find me. And so, or you can Google Chartown Entertainment and I will come up. And so, but anyway, I thank you all so much for your time. I thank you for your love and your energy. And I'm believing that there were strongholds broken tonight in lives, that they were broadened. And I always, my mantra on my website is, if I can help somebody as I pass along, it's not about greatness. It's not about who I know. It's not about who I meet, who I touch, whatever. If I can help somebody. And so my goal when I came into business 25 years ago, if I can touch one career, God bless me to touch 1,500. But if I can touch one career, and so that's the blessing. So when you take you out of what you do for others, you know what I mean? You got to be at the forefront of how you treat yourself, but then you got to become selfless in your love for others. You know what I mean? Where you want to see somebody connect, have the same connection you have. You want to see somebody win. You want to see their greatness exceed whatever you've achieved. You know what I mean? That's the true continuation of life, where you plant a seed for a tree that grows bigger than your tree. So hopefully I planted a seed tonight and you'll grow beyond me. You understand what I mean? That's love. That's when you love someone the way you love yourself. When you get to the point, once you fall in love with you, then start loving other people the same way you love yourself. And that means you want them to grow bigger than you. You want them, if I have 1,500 people I've touched, I want you to touch 5,000 careers. I want you to sell 5,000 or whatever. I want you to, whatever it is that will make you feel that you have met your goal for your dash, that time that you're alive, I want you to have all of that and beyond. That's love. So once you love yourself, you can love other people freely. You don't worry about people stealing this from you, stealing that from you, because what God gave you, can't nobody duplicate. You can write them a roadmap on how to be you. And it's
woo! Talk to him.
You know what I mean? So my battery is running low. I would sit here and talk to you for another hour. We're going on 2 hours. That ding with my battery saying I got 10%.
So you hold that thought tonight. You hold that thought, because we going at it again. Y'all hear me? Hey, look here, y'all. We're gonna call next week. Whoo! I don't even know what we're gonna call it, because next week, I don't care who come in the room. You're not leaving out of here feeling the same. All right? I don't think anybody who came in the room tonight is leaving out the room the same way they walked in. Nobody. Because I can't even walk out the room feeling the same tonight.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Good God. No, thank you. Thank you. It is incredible to feel just incredible, to be blessed by somebody to just give it to you right on the chin.
That's exactly. They were listening. Look over here, Haria. They were saying when I said their name, they knew they existed. That's so important in life. I remember names. I remember every person I've ever met. On my personal page, I think I've capped it at 2,300, 2,500, 3,000 people. I remember every single person I met. If I ever have a personal interaction with you, I remember the moment I met you. That's a God-given gift. But it matters. You know what I mean? Not just your dash, but that you exist matters. And that somebody acknowledges that you exist. That's why I stop and say names. That's why I look over to see what you're saying. That's why I said, I've got to write your name out. So you know I touched that book. I need to connect with the person because you matter. That's why I don't do the audios, and I can do that. I have plenty of producers. As you'll see on my show, It Is What It Is, which I came on to talk about, where I have the top producers coming on, multi-platinum producers who recorded in a day for me. You know, people who have 50, 60 multi-platinum hits out. I could record an album in a day, or audio in a day. But no, it's important for me to sign my name, for me to know that, for you to know, I heard your name, that I saw your name, that I know you exist. And that's important for me. Even we don't connect, even we don't talk. But people who meet me in person, I got to take a picture of them with the book because they connected with me. I want to remember this moment. That means something to me. It's not a photo op. I'm not in the picture unless they ask me to be. I want a picture of you. I want to know you existed, that this moment happened.
There you go. It happened. We had that moment. We had it today. We're going to keep having it because this right here, this is a whole nother side of motivation.
Thank you.
And all I'm saying is, Char, no.
Wait, let me grab my thing because I don't want to lose the.
There you go. Yeah, get your charger. Because last thing we need is you running out of charge, you know, right at the end. So listen, y'all. Today, as y'all can see, we doubled up the show tonight. I wasn't ready for all this, y'all. I didn't know we was getting like this tonight. But what I do know is that my girl came in the room, and the room ain't the same.
I am connected.
And moved some furniture around up in this camp.
Had to shake the table a little bit. Shake the table, let you know I'm here.
Furniture moving and everything all up in here. And that's exactly what I want to do for everybody. Because see, you got to walk out of here tomorrow and you got to think about this. You got to think on what you already heard tonight. You got to convince yourself to not do what you know you're being told to do by yourself. So listen, y'all. Again, this young lady right here, I don't even really have words to just label this tonight. Because I just wasn't ready. I didn't even know Char got down like this. I thought she was gonna come in and talk about her show and then keep it moving. And Char was like, nah, Joe, I got this.
You know what, Harry? I'm gonna tell you this for real. I don't ever know what's gonna happen. It's the unexpected. That's destiny. And so it's divine order. Destiny. And I live by divine order. So, the fact that I think you said you were following me, but somehow we became friends. We ended up talking on the phone at some point, and, we realized we had the same connections and everything else, and this is on, social media, but, and in real life too, but you don't know what's going to happen next, but if you're just obedient to that voice. And so the voice said, run on a little while longer. The voice said, go ahead and be a blessing. Somebody said for free. It wasn't for free. It wasn't for free. That was a blessing to me. You all uplifted me when I needed to be perfect in my weakness. I told you when my back is against the wall, I'm at my best. When my heart is broken, I'm at my best.
You did it.
You know what I mean? So it's not for free. You all uplifted me. Your love, the fact that you said I touched somebody, that meant something to me. That's worth its weight in gold to me. So it wasn't for free. I always say see, the difference is, here's the business side. When people DM me and like, let me pick your brain, it costs this much to pick my brain. But when I give it freely, that's divine order. You understand what I mean? And I don't charge for knowledge. So I'm never going to charge for knowledge. I charge for time. I can't get that back because that's my dash. So that's why I charge. I don't charge for what I know. I don't charge for talking to you. I charge to take away from my dash. So if I'm spending time with you, I can't be living my destiny. You know what I mean? Every now and then, divine order says, go ahead and say something. Go ahead and do something. You understand what I mean? And so if you don't take anything away, when you go to greatness, when you go and do your thing, when you start listening to that inner voice tonight, when you write your vision and make it plain, never forget, you can give away knowledge. You can give away, thoughts. You can give what you can't get your time back. So you decide when your time is most valuable. You got to charge for that, baby. But every now and then, you listen to divine order. Because I didn't know Bob Johnson, like we're going back to the beginning, so you got to watch the whole tape. But my mentors, when I first came to this industry, I didn't know those men. I didn't know Colin Powell, but he took time with me. And my book talks about how we unexpectedly met and connected. I didn't know Bob Johnson at BT, but he took time with me. Why would somebody worth at the time $700 million take time with a 22-year-old? Time is money. But divine order said, sit down with this young lady and talk to her about business. Plant a seed that's going to grow for the next 25 years. So I planted a seed that's going to keep growing. I planted a seed tonight that's going to be bigger than me.
And we're going to look, and we're going to water that seed.
Biscotti, it wasn't for free, Nasi Biscotti. It wasn't for free.
Hey.
I planted a seed that's going to keep on going. So you'll be bigger than me.
And we're going to keep on watering that seed. We're going to keep on watering and nurturing that seed right there, y'all. You did. Hey, y'all, I'm going to say good night.
Love you back. Love you.
We thank you. We appreciate you. We coming back.
Okay.
We coming back. Hey, look, we going bare knuckles again. We going bare knuckles again because you can't even pay for stuff like this out here nowhere. I don't even care if you bought tickets somewhere. You can't pay for what you got happening here tonight. So there it is. Hey, y'all, thank you. I love you. I appreciate every last one of you. I love your energy. I thank you for giving us all of this energy tonight. Because if you wasn't giving it, we couldn't give it. So that's where we at. See y'all on Wednesday night. That's my birthday. Wednesday night. We gonna come in for a special love bomb on my birthday. And Char is coming back to us next week. And we're gonna talk offline about when she coming back. Because she coming back. She coming back, but she gonna fight one.
Well, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for whatever you received. And I'm believing great things for you. I'm believing the chains were broken tonight. I'm believing breakthroughs are on the horizon. It's about to happen. You're closer than you thought you were. Tonight was just confirmation. You're closer than you thought you were to being exactly where you've been dreaming you would be. And you don't have to try to have the right people around you. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's just exchanged. So once your energy gets where it needs to be, you're going to attract all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? All kinds of love. The same way you loving on yourself, people going to love on you too, because that's the standard. The standard is love. The standard is adoring you, because you adore you. You set the standard for how people receive you. You don't have to ask for it. And you got to do this for me. You don't have to ask. They see it. They're like, I can't do less than this for her. I can't do less than that. I can't go below this. They see it. You don't have to say it. You don't have to command how people treat you. They see it.
Hey, Char, I'm cutting it off because you're going to try to give it all away. You're going to give it all away tonight. We ain't giving it all away tonight. Nah.
Y'all want to hang out with me for 2 more hours.
Hey.
Thank you, Nelson. I appreciate you, love. Wanda, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's Bradley, thank you so much. I appreciate you. She who knows in press. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. Sheila, God bless you. God's promises, I appreciate you. Amen and amen. To you too.
There you go. All right, y'all.